Hello Virgo, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you are connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So do keep in mind that for this reading, I will only be channeling my higher intuitive self to get these answers. I don't channel to spirit guides, positive or negative. Only at the end of this reading, I do channel and ask questions to Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. They provide some guidance to see what it is that they have to say about your situation. So some of you might have been in a relationship with this person. It could have been a situationship. This could have been at some point long-term. It might not even have started with these type of cards. I see that there's a lot of light and fluffy kind of air here. There's not a lot of density to this connection. You may have felt that this connection was really deep, but it appears that from this person's point of view, they didn't really take it so seriously. Yeah. Light and fluffy. Not taking things so seriously. Playing around. Sexuality. Interesting. So you do have quite a few strong cards here. We have here, sorry, mothering, followed by hearth and home. Then we have creativity, power, compassion, pleasure. Then we have mystery. After that, we have sexuality. Then we have crossroads under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. Now, before I even begin this, I just want to tell you that there is a lot of lustful desire here. 2 cards, and the type of lustful desire is, it's a video that I've created actually on Asnointia Audio, sensually intense spiritual connections. This is a sensually intense spiritual connection. If you want to understand more about that, you can go to my other website, not my website, sorry, my YouTube channel, and I've explained in a video what all that is about, because there's a lot of my clients that go through this, and myself included. So this is something that is very real for some of you, because this is a spiritual connection. All right. My dear Virgo, the connection that I have with you shows me that there is a lot of love that comes from your side. I can feel this love. It is pure, it is true, it is unconditional. The type of love I feel is the type where you just simply want to be there and take care of me. The sense of sheltering, caring, and protecting nature. It is beautiful, and it is very promising. And for me, it's really very reassuring. I do believe that in this connection I have found my hearth and home. You are my hearth and home. Wherever you are, that is where my home is. For me, it seems as though now you are just family. I can confide in you and not fear that you're going to judge me. I can come home to you and you always accept me with open arms, no matter how bad I've been, no matter what I've done. I do believe that in this connection, there is this intense desire to create. I want to create something with you, something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. A beautiful friendship, beautiful love, beautiful family. And you have no idea how difficult it is for me to sometimes concentrate on my work. I find myself daydreaming and thinking about you often. You have this ability of having this power over me. This power that you have is very strong. I realize that you have the ability of making me weak in the knees and emotionally vulnerable. I do see things differently now. And everything that has happened in this connection, I have realized that it has all happened because of you. It has happened through you. And I know before you met me, your situation was different. You were already having hard times in your life. And I thought at some point I could be that distraction. But now look at us. You found your way into my life. And you're now in a worse position than you were before. I feel compassion for you. I feel sympathy, and sometimes even I pity you for having found somebody like me. Why would you think that I would be that person? I don't understand why you did what you did. I don't understand what you saw inside me. I don't understand. But the one thing I do feel is compassion for you now, because I know that you would never have gotten here on your own. I was the one that compelled you. I was the one that changed your mind. And now you're in a tougher, tighter spot than before. And I am the one that has placed you there. I do feel that in this connection there has been so much pleasure. Physical pleasure as well as spiritual pleasure. I do believe and I see that in this world, I question the heavens. Why is it that you are in my life? Why now? Why not before? Why not far into the future? I do wonder why it is that you and I cross paths. Are we meant to be together forever? Is this the way things are going to be? I feel that you and I have had a past life connection together. Some type of a spiritual bond that exists between you and I. This is sacred. This is true. And for some strange reason, I don't know why I'm not able to let go of you. There's this sense of just being familiar with you, comfortable. I'm comfortable in my own skin because I feel that you are a part of my skin. You are me, and I am you. I feel as if we are just one person. And this is why it's so intense when I have these sexual urges, these feelings towards you. They are extremely overwhelming, and I've never felt like this before. I'm not able to stop myself with these feelings. Overall, I feel that in this connection, there is a sense of choice. There is this need to make a decision. to do the right thing. I'm hoping that I can do the right thing. I'm hoping that I can make the right decision. I'm juggling many things right now. I'm quite overwhelmed. But the one thing that really stays in my mind is, what am I going to do? Because I don't want to lose you. For now, I know I need to make a decision. And I've gotten to that point in time where I'm able to make a decision. But do I want to make a decision? Currently, no. I'm just waiting for the right time, because that's when I'll know, and I will be comfortable enough to make one. All right. Virgo. Very interesting. For some of you, this is not going to resonate for everybody. It's a general love reading. But for some of you, you have been in such an intense, like, physical, sexual connection with this person that the entire relationship is now based on that. On feelings of satisfaction, feelings of pleasure, feelings of like addiction, being physically addicted to this person. And what's also strange is, with this person tends to feel this nurturing side that comes from you, which is it's a very different kind of dynamic, almost like sexual healing. Yeah, sexual healing. That is kind of what the situation is turning out to be. This is very homebody-ish. Somebody who's a homemaker. But then we have a whole lot of pleasure and sexual intimacy. Where's the love? I don't see love here. I see unconditional love. But I don't see that type of love where you can call it as passionate love. Right now, Virgo, it almost appears as if in this connection, one of you, this could be both of you or maybe just one of you, was looking for love through the physical aspect, and they never found it because they were looking in the wrong places with the wrong mindset. This is almost a problem because this also shows that both of you are not on the same page. Somebody here wants to fall in love completely, and the other individual just simply wants to have that nurturing quality and that friendship, platonic friendship, but also with these benefits, these sexual favors or whatever they are. There's something going on here where it's not 100% normal connection. It's not a normal connection. It's not like an everyday kind of connection you guys have here. It's a very strange arrangement, actually. It almost reminds me of some people when they're in a relationship just for money. And so they're in the relationship and they fulfill the other person's needs and desires simply because they feel secure. Well, what I see here is slightly similar. However, it's not talking about money. We're talking about lustful desires here. And we're talking about nourishment and having that good feeling in the home. Somebody that can be a homemaker. Okay? So, let's have a look at the Lover's Path Tarot. This is something that may have occurred in the first place in this connection. Five of Arrows. Seven of Staves. Wow, these are big, impactful cards. I am reading the reverse, and I know that these ones are not, it's not good, but it's important for me to read this out to you, because these will show you certain things that may have happened that caused this connection to go downhill. Now, in the beginning of this connection, there may have been a sense of actual struggle, distrust, even arguments. Here it talks about how there may have been a lack of trust that led to conflicts, possibly defeat or feelings of having defeat. There's a need here for self-protection, and someone's being cautious. Discomfort and struggles with a situation. Here we also have disingenuous surrender. Defeat because of indecisiveness. Here we also have paranoia and dishonesty. So, disingenuous surrender. Somebody here, for example, honey, the sky is green today, and you know it's blue, but you'll just say it's green just for the sake of it, because you don't want to argue. Disingenuous surrender. So, this person, yourself or them, they would go along with what it is that you were saying or you were thinking, simply because they did not want to argue. Now, you also have here paranoia. Something might have happened in this person's life, Virgo, where they literally are paranoid. They don't want to make the same mistake. They don't want to repeat certain problems that have occurred. Now, we also have here dishonesty. They are paranoid because somebody in their life, in the past, may have been dishonest. So, in all honesty, some of you may have gone through a situation where it wasn't even your fault. It might have just been all coming from this person in their mind with their experiences. And like it says, the word here is paranoid. You can't really fix that. You can't fix suspicion. You can't fix paranoia. You have to be very patient and show people and demonstrate to them over time. But I don't see that here. This has been a problem for this person, and it's stemming from something that has happened in this person's past. Now, we also have here the Seven of Staves. Sorry. Let's have a look. Seven of Staves. Oh my God. It's very, very similar. It talks about defensiveness, combativeness, struggle, a sense of instability. This person, it talks about how success was possible, but only after having dealt with a difficult situation or difficult people that opposed their intentions. They had to be careful not to let other people's mess become their own. Picking up on other people's energy, making their burdens, someone else's burden, their burden. Here we also have feeling overwhelmed. This is what happened. So Virgo, what happened at the time when things started to go downhill? In addition to the previous card meaning, we also have here feeling simply overwhelmed. Being your own worst enemy and creating problems to distract what is really going on. So sometimes we know that there is a problem, but we may talk about a different problem just because we don't want to deal with it. That is something here that happened. This person was procrastinating. They were not really facing the problem. Why? Because they were actually feeling quite overwhelmed. They were feeling overwhelmed, and usually this is because of the feelings of needing to be defensive, needing to stand up for their rights, needing to stand up for what they believe in. You might have caught them doing something crazy, maybe cheating on you, for example, just an example. And so now the problem is they're trying to be defensive. They're trying to defend themselves. No, that's not what you saw. You saw something completely different. Yeah, right. So this is something that I just wanted to mention with this card. It talks a lot about, in this particular spread right now, it talks a lot about distrust, right? Dishonesty, paranoia. It appears, Virgo, that this is not something that for me, I don't see this as you causing this. I see this coming from this person's life before you even kind of stepped in. They already have had some issues in the past, and so they don't want those things to repeat. They're just being extra cautious. Here we also have any actions, any plans, maybe any intentions that this person might have. Okay. We just had the card and talked about being overwhelmed. This is also overwhelmed. 10 of Wands. My goodness, look at that. And the 9 of Swords. This is not good. Very sad cards. We have here the 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. So, there's a lot of mental anguish. The 10 of Wands talks about knowing that so much has happened in this connection and in their own personal life. They're weighed down by responsibilities and burdens, and they are overwhelmed, so they can no longer take on extra things in their life. One of the things would be a relationship with you. We also have here the 9 of Swords. This definitely is talking about paranoia and fear. Waking up in the middle of the night, psychic disturbances, worries that keep one awake at night, wondering, how did I do what I did? Why did I do that? Why did I do that to my Virgo? This is regret, remorse, not really able to move on because there's so much guilt and remorse on the inside. That's what this person's feeling. Yeah. The more distance you keep, Virgo, it almost appears as if the better it is, because this person gets to miss you and they get to think about you and they get to regret. But they can't do that if you're in their face the entire time, or if you're constantly calling them, or if you are texting them, or if you're meeting them. They won't have that distance from you to miss you. It is important here for them to appreciate you and to miss you so that they can have the courage to reach out to you. We have here also the 7 of Pentacles. So this does talk about knowing that there will be the time when it's right. That's when not one of you, but this individual will reach out when they feel that the time is right. So they'll know it when they see it. And what's interesting, right after that, you do have a communications card. You have here the 8 of Wands. So I have noticed that, yes, this card is definitely, it talks about communication. And there's this desire to communicate. There is this want, this need that the silence has to be broken. Now, overall, you have here the Ace of Wands. Remember, like I said, sensually intense spiritual connections, right? Yes, this person is in heat for you. They are coming in hot and heavy. They really want you. They want to have a passionate new beginning with you, but they want to have it in a romantic, physical way. It's not just about the emotions. Here, this is like, oh my gosh, like really meeting somebody after the longest time, and the anticipation was there, and then both of you get together and you just rip off each other's clothes. That's the type of situation this person is fantasizing about. And it's because of the distance. And it's because they're completely attracted to you. Just remember, did we even see any cups here, right? Did we see the love card? Did we see the feelings and emotions card in the beginning? No, we didn't. So keep in mind, Virgo, that you may realize that this might just be a bit too much of a physical connection. If you feel that's the case, you'll need to think twice about this then. Physical can be with anybody. The person has to have the meeting of the hearts with you. The hearts have to meet. Even the minds. Bodies can be meeting with anybody. You can pay someone and get that, right? So you have to be a little careful here, because I'm seeing here more of a physical aspect than an emotional aspect. Just be a little careful. Be cautious. This person's self-cautious, right? So you do that too. Let them know what you're comfortable with and what you're not comfortable with. Be assertive. Be assertive. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick prayer. Okay. Oh my. So these messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. We have here forgiveness. Followed by within the next few weeks. So next few weeks could also mean months. We have no. Look for a sign. Okay. So I am seeing here that it is important for some of you to pay attention to what they call red flags. Sometimes we are so blinded in love, we don't see straight. We make excuses. We think we're defending them because nobody understands them, but we do. We understand them. And so we take their side. And I know sometimes it is so true to take their side, and that's okay. But the other person sometimes also starts to take advantage of that, and they don't change their ways. And the only person that's changing is us. You can only change to a certain degree. If you change too much, then that's not you anymore. That's somebody else. Not bad. Opportunity. This is a really good reading, Virgo. Very nice. You have here, there's going to be a sense of forgiveness. Somebody here is going to apologize because somebody has upset somebody else. Something happened here. It's up to you if you want to say sorry or if they want to say sorry. Who wants to forgive whoever? Just remember that by forgiving somebody, you don't have to forget it. But you can let go of that grudge, that negative energy bubble that orbits around your head. Yeah. A grudge is like that. So if you are able to let go of that, and you can forgive, and the best way of forgiving is simply by having compassion for the person, knowing that, you know what, they just didn't know any better. I'm wiser, I'm smarter. This person wasn't. Even if it makes you need to be somebody who's like a pompous person, it's important for you to try to let go of that negative emotion, because then you will be able to move on and you don't have to have that nasty negative energy orbiting around you. Within the next few weeks, you're going to notice a few things. They are telling you here to don't ignore the signs anymore. Have a look at what truly is going on. Have your friends told you about this? Have people noticed this? Has anything happened in front of anybody else that maybe you, unfortunately, may have found an excuse for? Have you been hiding this person's faults? I see red flags here, and not everybody out there, but some of you have not been able to buck up the courage to tell this person like it is. And this is why you have here communicate clearly. Let this person know. Let them know what's on your mind. Like I say, 3 to 4 points maximum. Don't write paragraphs and paragraphs because people get lost in the details. They don't know what it is that you're trying to focus on. And they end up sometimes picking the wrong topic. Even though your topic was A, they may be choosing Z. So it might be totally different if you mention too many things, you see. They are saying here that you are ready, so I am happy to see that. You are ready, meaning that within the next few weeks or months, after you start to notice certain things like the behavioral patterns, the trends that this person has, you'll start to notice things. When you communicate, eventually it's going to make you a stronger person. That is when you're going to become completely ready to handle anything. This is spiritual readiness, emotional and physical. That's great. That's very good. You do have an excellent card here, success, with an exclamation mark. Then you have remain positive. So there will be success, just remain positive. Here I also have, with the remain positive card, sometimes it is important to have positivity around you, but only it can stay and be maintained if you get rid of negative energy. So I do have something called a Holy Light package, a very simple package. It'll help you get rid of negative energies from your home, around your aura, inside of your body. And once you can place an order for that, I'll send that over to you. That will allow you to increase the positive energy around you because there's no longer any negative energy that's blocking you. So it's important to get rid of the blockages. After you get rid of that, then you can receive other things, other goodness, for example, success, right? That will be able to come to you because that negative energy is now gone. We also have here under the bottom of the deck the overall arching theme, opportunity. Definitely there's going to be an opportunity. This could be one, this could be several opportunities. One of them I'm seeing is a relationship kind of situation where the both of you will be able to forgive each other. Either you forgive them or they forgive you. Maybe both of you want to just say sorry to each other. But whatever it is, the opportunity is there. I also see that you will be receiving an opportunity to speak to this person, speak your mind, as well as the opportunity to see things more clearly because you didn't see them clearly before. So the opportunities that you're going to get are multiple types of opportunities here. Opportunities doesn't have to be tangible, that we're going to receive money. Of course, we would all like that. But it's not an opportunity that you're going to receive. I see the word career. Okay, I am seeing that in my mind's eye right now. So somebody out there is going to get some opportunity in relation to your career. So that's a good thing. That's very nice to see. That's about it, Virgo. Thank you. That is your reading. It's actually quite positive. The reading you have has been quite uplifting, positive. It's kind of like, it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a warning, but it does give you an idea that sometimes we don't really pay attention to the person who we're with and what the red flags are. You know, what have they been doing that has changed us so much? Should we be changing this much? Adjustments are okay to a degree, right? Too much is then, it's not fair anymore if you change too much, because then that's not you. You're just turning into what it is that they want you to be. And that would be almost an identical person, right? That's not what you want. That's not who you are. I just wanted to announce that I am taking on love readings right now. It's a written report. You can go to my website, have a look at that if you are interested in a love reading. It is a written report. All of the cards I have interpreted myself. You will be able to read the details once you go to the website. That's www.asnointia.com. And this is for those of you that may want some more clarity on your situation as a private reading. So this will hopefully give you the information that you need to move forward and make decisions based on that. All right then. Virgo, you take care, stay safe, and I will see you guys again. Bye now.